Ginseng? No. Ginseng so. Games in Russian. Hello there, this is Darkest Dungeon, and I am playing the Color of Madness expansion. This is an endless mode where you fight wave after wave of enemies, and it's all about endurance. Before we get into this boss fight over here, let's read a little bit of what's on the screen. To the upper left, it says beskонечная жатва. That is an endless, I think жатва means reaping, because a jnec is a reaper, and жатва seems to be what a jnec does. And the goal over here, right underneath that, is Повергните можно больше врагов. So I think that roughly translates to beat or kill as many enemies, or kill the most number of enemies. And let's take a look at the characters we have over here. I have Buznois, or Buznois, is a shoot, and a shoot is a jester. I'm trying to remember the word for joke. It's very closely related. Shutka, there we go, a little joke. And a shoot is the one who tells those jokes. Over here we have the chumной doctor. He is the plague doctor. And here we have a crestonosец, or a crest bearer. I think in English he's a crusader, but I'm not sure. I don't really play it in English, so. But let's see. Let's take a look at some of these stats to the lower left. We have over here metkost. So that is basically accuracy. Metkost specifically is shooting, or maybe shootiness, sort of. That's how I think of it. But here it's accuracy. Whether you're using a hand-to-hand weapon, or an arbalest, or a musket, whatever, it doesn't seem to matter. So bazовый навык is base skill. Оружие is weapon. He's got plus 10 to metkost from the weapon, and plus 28 from другое умение, so other means. Шанс критического удара is the chance to critically hit. We have a base chance of 10%, базовый оружие, base chance from the weapon, and then we have plus 5% from навык, from the skills, and plus 12% from другое умение, so other means. Урон is the base damage that this guy is able to do. So базовое оружие, the base damage of the weapon is 9 to 18. We have plus 24% from другое умение, and then minus 10% from украшение. Украшение means, I think of it as decorations, but in this case it's indicating the trinkets that I have over here. So over here we have uklonение, or dodge, and I have 10 from the базовая броня. So the base armor dodge rating is 10. Очки защиты is the guard points. I'm actually not sure what this does, but I assume that it has something to do with parrying or something. I've never really looked into this stat and what it does. I probably should. And this is skorost, or speed. We have 3 from bazовое оружие. So 3 from the based weapon, plus 9 from другое умение, so plus 9 from other means, and minus 1 from украшение, or minus 1 from the trinkets over here. So over here I have a живительный кристалл, a life crystal. It is необычное, which is it would literally be not normal, but I think they mean more rare, but rare is not exactly the word. Uncommon, there we go. So uncommon, it adds 20% to max очки здоровья, which is health points. OZ, you can think of it as HP, hit points, health points, whatever. And then minus 1 to skorost, so it subtracts from speed. And then over here we have приказы командира, so that is the commander's orders. Только крестоносец, only for the crest bearer. Редкое, that means it's rare. Получено исцеление при стрессе. So this guy receives plus 15% from healing towards stress. He's got plus 33 лечащие навыки, and that is plus 33% healing skill, and minus 10% урон, so he does 10% less damage. So, let's get on to the boss fight, shall we? Вперед, or forward.
Reality regained.
So, what have we got here? Alright, so we have this, which is a Krokodilon. Some sort of crocodile. It's a vampire, apparently, or it's a vampire type. Got uklonение of 33, which can be concerning. Should be somewhat hard to hit, I think. OZ of 223. That's a lot of hit points for one creature. Yeah, it's a boss after all. And what have we got here? Rogos? I think that just means reed. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's just call it a reed. Zarosli? I think of that as some sort of growth. And it's got an uklonение of 222. So, and really, really high resistances. Look at those resistances down there. Сопротивляемости. So those are resistances. We have оглушение, which is stun. Яд for poison. Кровотечение, which is blood loss. Ослабление, which is weakness. And перемещение, which is movement. Оглушение gives you resistance to being stunned. Яд to being poisoned. Кровотечение to bleeding. Ослабление to weakening, which when you're weakened, you do less damage. And then перемещение, if you get hit and you fail to resist it, you get moved from whatever space you're taking up. And the space that you take up is kind of important because it determines what kind of moves you have available to you and what your enemies can do. So, alright. I have the shoot. It is the shoot's turn. The shoot being the jester. And one thing I like to do here is boost everyone's uklonение. That makes everyone harder to hit. And then when everyone basically almost can't be hit, that's when I tend to start attacking. Because this makes it so that my team can last as long as possible. If you look to the upper right, I have 157 kills. I don't know if that's a lot, but if I want that number to keep going, I need to keep everyone alive. This is basically a game of endurance. That's what Color of Madness is all about. Sustain your team. It is a long slog, a marathon, and not a 100-meter sprint. So, I'm going to use this move, Bodyashaya Melodia. Or wait, Bodyashaya Melodia. I'm not sure what Bodyashaya means. I'm guessing it's comforting. And then Melodia is just melody. Снятие стресса 10. It reduces stress by 10. And it also has other useful properties. Усиление целей. It strengthens the targets, which in this case would be everyone, every friendly person on my team. It gives them minus 15% урон от стресса, or damage from stress. So it reduces the stress that they sustain from enemy attacks. It adds 7 to уклонение, so plus 7 to dodge, and it strengthens the guy himself. Final plus 30% урон. Although in this case it's useless because I don't actually have the final attack equipped, so we can't actually use that, so that's just useless. But let's do this. Усиление strengthened. And the interesting thing about the strengthening over here, where it says усталость 1, that means it lasts for the entire fight. This is important here because these things tend to stack. When it says round of, the whatever it is, the buff lasts for 3 rounds. Which makes it somewhat less useful. I like stacking up and accumulating buffs because it's just glorious. But yeah, so as this fight goes on, the jester will keep stacking on those dodging buffs, and at some point everybody just becomes nearly impossible to hit. I love it. In an endurance match, that is absolute gold. So over here I'm about to use ободряющий пар. I think that means comforting steam. Восстанавливает 2 очков раунд в течение 2 раундов. So it restores 2 points or heals 2 points of OZ or очков здоровья per round for 2 rounds. And усиление целей plus 22 урон, plus 22% урон, and plus 4 скорость. So plus 22% to damage and plus 4 to speed. And those also stack because they last for the entire fight as well. One thing to note about усиление, the buffs, the strengthening, is that not every one of those stacks for the whole fight. I was looking through the buffs that various characters provide, and I have found that some of them last several rounds. They can accumulate for the length of those rounds, but they wear off during the fight. It doesn't make them useless, it just makes them not quite as useful in a fight that is a long slog. So, but yeah, I'll be using this move, ободряющее пар, over and over. The jester and the plague doctor will basically be doing the same thing over and over and over. Исцеление and усиление, healed and strengthened. And while their dodge is very low, over here it says it's only 7, I'm going to use оглушающий удар, or stunning hit. Down at the bottom you see усиление себе. That means it strengthens himself. Plus 25 уклонение. That sounds really good, but this is one of those time-limited ones. It lasts for 3 rounds. I think that it would have been nice if they specified it here, like усиление себе 3 раундов, instead of just усиление себе, because then you don't have all the information. But whatever, I figured it out eventually. Оружие? What does that mean? Like loading up or something? Оглушение. Yes, he's stunned. Wastes a move. Alright. Уклонение. And скорость. And урон.
Ringing ears.
Oh my god.
Vision. The end approaches.
Man. Сопротивление. What the heck is that? Oh, he kind of retreated. Уклонение. I wanna concentrate on it. So over here we have воодушевление. I think that means inspire or something. It's not exactly the word I know, like вдохновение, I think. Вдохновение. But it should be close, sort of. Dush over here means spirit or soul, and yeah, it's very, very helpful.
Soothed. Sedated.
It's loading up again. Oh jeez, I hope he doesn't kill my shoot. Ah, уклонение, he dodged it. Oh jeez.
How quickly the tide turns.
Oh jeez. I don't know how the shoot avoided that. But we need healing.
Soothed. Sedated.
Oh no. Zubы means teeth. I think he took a bite, basically. Well, that's useless. Well, just heal.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
усиление. Strengthen himself. Thank goodness he can just go directly. Whew. Don't need him in the front. So this over here, this move is boevaya medicina. That is battle medicine. Heals everyone in the group. Лечение группы 3 to 5 points. And it also вылечит отравление and кровотечение. It heals poisoning and blood loss. And it also keeps healing 2 per round for 2 rounds. So it's a lot like ободряющий пар in that it heals over time, but it also heals additionally with the initial usage of the move.
A momentary abatement.
Oh jeez. Ah! Как тяжелый удар. What a heavy hit. Oh my god. Оружие. This is дезориентирующий залп. I'm not exactly sure what залп means, but I think of it as salvo or shot. And, well, I'm sure you can figure out what дезориентирующий is. Yep, it disorients, it applies оглушение, which is stunning, and it moves somebody. And it kills all corpses. Убит всех врагов труп. But, man, did I can continue to use that, that's fine. Let's continue accumulating the uklonение. That's very important for not dying in this fight.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Oh my god. So this is boevaya ballada, or fighting ballad. It also heals 2 per round for 2 rounds. And it also strengthens скорость, меткость, and criticals. Шанс критического удара. I like the fact that it heals over time. And I think we might need that, because this guy is about to die. Which I don't like. Oh, yeah, we need healing.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
He's loading up again. Повергните.
A momentary abatement.
Oh no.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Возвращайтесь к жизни, друг. Return to life, friend. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh my god. Oh no. Уклонение. Thank goodness.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never
This is why I like to turtle up at first. Just maintaining healing and accumulating a whole bunch of uklonение. Скрушение порчи, something to do with rot.
The will to fight.
Everybody got ослабление, so they got weakened. But I like that better than
Soothed.
Super Beast.
Sedated.
Yeah, whatever, I don't care. That is okay. Build up that uklonение. Let's start strengthening that урон. Alright. Сопротивление.
Masterfully executed.
Oh yeah. Wasted a move because he got оглушение. Уклонение. And more урон. And скорость. Oh yeah. Вердикт виновен. Уклонение. That's the way I like it. Критический урон. Critical damage. Ха, уклонение. More уклонение. During some of these fights, I accumulate like 200 уклонение. Оглушение. Уклонение. Oops. Well, as long as I don't get hit. I think Porchi is rot. But now, he's having a lot of trouble here, so it looks like I am on track to surviving this fight. And besides that, my little, tiny, not so powerful stunning hits have actually been doing a little bit of damage. Уклонение. Ha! Уклонение. I love it. I don't like that уклонение. Кусачные зубы. I'm not sure what кусачные is. I will look it up and it'll be in the list. Уклонение. Well, it might be a good time to transition to боевая баллада, because it also increases меткость and шанс критического урон or удара. Yeah, that's really handy. Time to go on the offensive. So, сокрушение I think of it as some sort of round hit. When I think of the word krug, that means circle, and украшение makes me think that this is some sort of strike where you swing the sword in a wide arc. But I'm not exactly sure. But notice that this has усиление себе at the bottom, plus 24% урон, and plus 7 меткость. So plus 24% to damage and plus 7 to accuracy. Those only last several rounds. Still, very, very handy for a quick boost in damage. I will start using those. Uklonение. Just the way I like it. He's dead. He's almost dead. Futile. And what is this called again? Ободряющий пар. Comforting steam, I think.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Уничтожить их всех. Now what do I do? Just heal myself?
Corrupted curiosities, begging for examination.
Alright, I got добыча, so loot. I got осколки кометы, or shards of the comet, and солнечное кольцо, or sun ring, or solar ring. And I will взять все. I'll just take everything. Cool. Well, that's all for this video. I hope that was entertaining and educational. I will see you guys later.